Hey guys, what is up? I am here in Chongqing and I'm heading to this vegetarian restaurant that's very well known. It's quite popular and they seem to have a lot of food, so let's go and check it out. So they hand you this flyer when you reach there, and the restaurant it's located on the fourth floor. So you need to take the elevator and go up, and they have almost 80 dishes on the menu, which they proudly advertise. And the best part about all this is that all this only costs 20 Chinese yuan, or about $2, and there's so much food that you have to take more than one serving. And starting off with this baby potato, this was really good. It's nice and soft, and it has this almost this teriyaki kind of a glaze, almost this sweet soy sauce kind of a glaze. And the potato is nice and soft and well cooked. And then we have this kind of a plain flavored tofu and vegetable stew kind of a thing, just very subtle flavors. And then you have this tofu sitting in a very hot broth, and it was actually almost 1,000,000 degrees Celsius inside. It was so hot. I really should have blown before eating it, but the broth was quite flavorful, and it had a lot of Sichuan peppers inside, so you could definitely taste that. And then I got some sides which are like vegetable pancakes, and this was red rice, honestly not very flavorful as it wasn't really seasoned. And then we have some veggies on the side. This is some hot cabbage from the spicy tofu broth. And this was my second serving. I got some more stuff, and here I went with some more filling food such as noodles and some fried things as well. And the best part about this is I got this mock meat kind of a thing. I'm not sure what kind of a meat it was supposed to imitate, but it really tasted good, both the flavor and the texture, and it was quite realistic. And it was great paired with veggies or noodles. Here you can see a big piece of green pepper, and these are some noodles. There are actually quite a few types of noodles on the menu. There are almost 3 to 4, I think. And this is a piece of wudia mushroom. Then we have this fried brinjal, or a fried eggplant. The batter was nice and crispy, and it was fried, so what's not to love? Lot of wudia mushrooms, which I really like. And people just keep coming for more and more. Here's my third serving. This time I got quite a few of these vegetable pancakes and also potato pancakes. These were some of the highlights for me. And here's some more noodles, because no such thing as too many noodles in China. Here's the potato pancake. Man, this was so delicious. And it pairs so well with anything that you dip it in, any kind of sauce or dip. We got some tofu. Honestly, the tofu was not all that flavorful here. And even though some of the tofu had this red kind of a seasoning, it was still just a little bland for my taste. And I feel it could have been done better. But nevertheless, it was a nice, great protein addition to the meal, because you can take as much as you want and get as much protein as you want. Here we go with some more veggie pancakes. Man, were these so addictive. This next place is located inside a shopping complex on the ground floor, and I happened to reach there quite late. So I actually got some privacy at this restaurant, and this is some tea. No matter how hot it is in China, a nice warming tea is always welcome, and it's just so hydrating. And this has to be one of the fanciest ways to serve some complimentary fruit. These were, I guess, muskmelons, and they were actually not too sour, and they actually had a bit of sweetness to them. So I really liked it and I really appreciated it. This was actually nice and refreshing and a good start to the food. Speaking of which, we got some dandan noodles, and it comes in this spicy chili oil kind of a broth, but it wasn't really too spicy. And we have to mix up dandan noodles by law and just get everything mixed together. So the replacement for the minced meat was actually mushrooms, and this gave it a lot of umami as well. Here we go, some long thin noodles and the broth. This was actually the highlight for me. I don't know what magic they worked into this broth, but man was it delicious. And the mushrooms were like the main meat substitute in this. There wasn't really any minced soy or anything. And I also like these crispy pork choy that they added. I really love pork choy because they have this nice crunch and they are just delicious. Overall, a great noodle dish with the broth being the highlight for me. Next up is this wonton soup and also jiaozi or boiled Chinese dumplings because we are in China. And these wontons are actually something I kind of accidentally ordered because I wanted crispy wontons, but I had no idea that it comes in a soup. But the soup was so good, and it also had pork choy inside. This soup, it was actually a sesame oil flavored kind of a soup. The main flavor was sesame oil, and I really liked it. I never thought of sesame oil as the main seasoning in a soup. And the wontons were soft, of course, and the fillings were nice as well. And they also had this piece of seaweed, which was a nice surprise. Moving on to the jiaozi or the boiled dumplings. It came in these three colors, but the fillings was all same, and it came with the black vinegar dip as usual. The filling was nice and meaty. I'm actually not sure what it was, but sometimes you just have to worry less about what's inside and just enjoy the food as it is. I really loved these dumplings and they just went so well with Chinese black vinegar, and I definitely recommend trying this if you come here. And as for dessert, we got this whole orange, but actually there's orange jelly inside. This was the only dairy free dessert on the menu. Everything had dairy, because it was not a fully vegan restaurant, it was vegetarian. And this was actually surprisingly quite good. It wasn't very sweet and it was nice and refreshing, and a great way to cleanse your palate after eating all that spicy food. So this was actually worth it, and I definitely recommend visiting this restaurant. So I ended up going to the same buffet restaurant once again because my visit was short and it was just so well priced. There are actually many more places in Chongqing, but that would be for a future visit. And these are some food that I tried on my second visit. My favorites were the potato pancakes and the vegetable pancakes. Definitely visit here if you come to Chongqing.